Module 5 Fertilization Program, a necessary step for sustainable agriculture. This module aims to give some tips for the realization of a good fertilizer program. A fertilization program will take into account the nutritional value of the products reused by the farmer. First, the organic matter and residues will be applied, and nitrogen fertilizers will be used as a complement. The most appropriate and efficient fertilizer shall be selected. The dose will be calculated based on the time that can elapse until the plant absorbs it, considering the characteristics of the soil, the climate, and the nutritional needs of the crop. Fertilizer applications will be carried out according to the schedule of nutrient absorption by the crop. Fractional applications may be necessary, especially in winter crops, to maximize nutrient absorption and prevent losses. The fertilizer will be applied precisely using the most appropriate technique. The sprayers or other spraying machines will be calibrated to facilitate even distribution in the field. The fertilization program should be reviewed if weather conditions become extreme or the growth and development of the crop is interrupted. To carry out a good fertilization program, we must take into account the following recommendations of the Code of Good Agricultural Practices that help the farmer to produce in the most efficient way. Number 1. Avoid the least appropriate times to fertilize, the application of fertilizers in inclined terrain, the application of fertilizers in flooded, icy or snowy soils. 2. Respect the condition of fertilization in lands near watercourses. 3. Maintain the capacity of manure ponds, including measures to prevent water contamination by runoff and seepage into aquifers. 4. Follow the procedures for homogeneous application. 5. Apply crop rotation systems. 6. Maintain a minimum area of vegetation cover during periods of rain, which absorbs nitrogen that could cause water pollution. And 7. Establish a record of the fertilizer used. For each plot, there should be a program. The implementation of a fertilizer plan should consider 1. The level of nutrients in the soil. It's recommended to periodically analyze macronutrients. Number 2. Plant growth and nutritional status determined by foliar analysis. It's recommended to do this periodically depending on the crop. Soil characteristics that determine the mobility of nutrients and the absorption capacity of the plants. The supply of nutrients will be made mainly through the soil, and foliar fertilizers will be reserved for cases of obvious deficiencies, which require a specific corrective. And 3. Other medium contributions such as irrigation water. The fertilizer program must be carried out for each plot that meets the agronomic conditions with the same soil and climate characteristics. This is known as the homogeneous production unit.
The LifeLibernitrate project has received funding from the LIFE program of the European Union.